fill up my wine glass, then we dance. And we think about the time, yeah. Under the moonlight, fill up my wine glass, then we dance.
To all my children of the sun, it's your boy Lightning back here with another video. You know, I've been sitting there thinking about what I'm going to do with this channel. You know, it's 2020, new year. You know, I started this channel and my plans were to make it grow. I had a lot of ideas and things I wanted to speak about, but due to circumstances and jobs and family, you know, I never really got to take this channel off the ground. But in 2020, I've said I'm going to dedicate time to making sure that, you know, I try something different, you know, a different avenue. You know, you get to working jobs and stuff, you get tired of doing the 9-to-5, and I'm to that point right now. So I've been pushed a lot of times to get on and make videos, but, you know, I always seem to not find the time or always push it back, and it never happens. So today I'm going to talk to y'all about something I've been doing since I was a kid, you know, and I never really knew what it was. And that is lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming. How many of y'all heard of that? Well, lucid dreaming is when you're when you're dreaming or you in a dream state and you wake up and realize inside your dream that you're dreaming. How many of y'all done that before? When you in a lucid dream and you realize it, you can control the dream. But sometimes if you don't control the dream, you can just be aware in the dream of what's going on. So me, I started lucid dreaming when I was real young, but I didn't know what it was. You know, I'll probably say my first lucid dream I remember is when I was probably about 5 or 6 years old. I had a dream that I would chew this gum and I could fly, and that was probably one of my greatest favorite dreams that I remember for a long time. But one day, not one day. When I got older, I started having something called sleep paralysis. And I didn't know what the hell that shit was for a long time. It would scare the hell out of me, though. Like, it's when you sleep and your body, like, wakes up. No, your body sleeps, but your mind wakes up. And you can't move. It's like you're paralyzed. And you can't move. You can't do anything. You can't scream. And sometimes you can't even see. And a lot of them I would be able to see. But I never figured out what it was. Because it's like when it happens, you can swear you like awake. You know what I'm saying? But you'll wake up later. Or if you black out, it depends on what goes on with it. With me, I figured out what it was because, you know, because of Google and everything. It was something that I just happened to run across on YouTube, and I Googled it up, and I figured out what sleep paralysis was. And it baffled me because it was a scary thing. Like, every time you have that kind of like dream or that feeling, or when you slip into that, it's like automatically you like scared. You know what I'm saying? It's like a feeling of fear. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, even sometimes if I have it now, I could be like in a state of fear, but after a while, I learned how to, like, you know, how to manage it. It's like you just calm down and live within yourself. That's the thing. A lot of my paralysis, I don't see anymore. It's like now I can't even open my eyes. I'm just in darkness, and I'm just sitting there in my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And I learned to master that of calming down. And what made me master the technique of that is meditation. Meditation helps you out a lot. Even with the lucid dreams, I noticed that if I meditated or if I was in a time, because like right now I meditate sporadically. I don't do it every day. It was a point where I did it every day, you know, more than once a day. And when I would do that, it's like I would have the ability to make my lucid dreams last longer. It's like I would have more control in my lucid dreams. I got so good in lucid dreaming that I could change the dream. I could change things before my eyes. I would be able to make things move. I would be able to make people appear. I would be able to... The first thing I learned to do that was so amazing is flying. You know, flying is something... you can't explain it. It's like in your dream, it sometimes I would feel like I'm wasting too much time just flying, because I'll be like, oh, I'm lucid dreaming. Oh, let me go fly somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But it takes a lot of practice to learn how to get yourself there to fly. You know what I'm saying? It ain't something that you can just do like that when you in it. It takes a lot of practice. And I learned that building up your energy, you know, a lot of people sun gaze, a lot of people meditate, a lot of people eat certain foods. Those things help you when you in that realm. You know what I'm saying? It does something to your body to where you have more control, you have more energy. And when I started having lucid dreams when I was younger, you know, I would do something crazy. I would go, you know, do my thing, find a little female or do something like that. And that's what I would kind of do. And I didn't know what it was, but I knew that I had control of the dream, where I would wake up inside my dream and know that I'm dreaming. But once I got older and I figured out what that sleep paralysis was, I kind of tied it into the other. So I learned about what lucid dreaming was. And once I learned what lucid dreaming actually was, that's when I got the power to be able to do certain things in my dreams and to have control over my dreams. Yeah, like I said, you have full control in your dream to do whatever you want. You can do pretty much whatever you want. You get to the point where I go inside of my dream and I will meditate in my dream. And it's like if you meditate and you open your eyes and you will be somewhere else. It's hard to explain, and it's hard to, you know, elaborate what this is. I've always wondered what this is. You know, the dream state, I love dreaming. Dreaming is something that I love doing. And for a long time, I was smoking weed and I was doing things like that. And when you smoke weed, you lose your dreams. It's like I know with me, when I smoke weed, or when I used to smoke weed, I couldn't remember my dreams. It was like I would just sleep. You know what I'm saying? I would go into a deep sleep and I would wake in the morning. When I stopped, it's like I would dream for a little while, then I would wake back up. You know, like sleep every 2 hours, 3 hours, and wake back up. And that's how I noticed, you know what I'm saying? That's a good way to be able to remember what your dreams are. Because when you sleep all the way to the morning, you probably won't remember nothing but your last dream. You won't memorize all your dreams. You'll just memorize the last dream you probably had. But when you're sleeping and you wake up every 2 or 3 hours, you remember each of those dreams. And I kind of like that. At first I used to be mad that I couldn't sleep solid through, but when I slept solidly through, you can remember nothing. So that's something to keep in mind when you trying to have lucid dreams. It's really not that hard. It's just all about intent. If you tell yourself you're going to have a lucid dream, or you tell yourself at night that you want to have a lucid dream, 9 times out of 10, you will have one. You will have one. It's all about your intentions of what you tell your body. You know, a lot of people don't understand that this body does what you tell it to do. But that's the problem with people. They do what their body tell them and not tell them what their body what to do. So that's why it's a lot of confusion in this world right now with people and how they operate, you know. But this is just a beginner on this channel. I will be getting into a lot of dreams that I've had. I just wanted to give you guys a brief analysis of what I'm going to do with this channel. I hope that I can reach a lot of people, that we can have a lot of discussions about this, because I think it's not talked about enough. I think a lot of people are scared to talk about, you know, what happens with them on the other side, in that other dimension, because it is another dimension. I can tell you a lot of things about that. Time in that world, whatever you want to call it, that dimension, the sleep, or the astral realm, or the realm that you're in when you go to sleep, it moves different. So you could be asleep for 5 minutes, but in a dream, it can feel like especially when you're lucid, it can feel like you've been in there for 30 to 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, off of just 5 minutes. I do that a lot of time, and I'll be like, wow, I've been only asleep for 5 minutes. So when you in that realm, you can kind of tap into some different things. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's hard to have that in the back of your mind subconsciously, what you want to do before you get into, you know, you wake up in your dream and you probably just do it with the first thing that comes to mind. But sometimes you got to put in the back of your subconscious things you want to do when you enter that realm. It's not really hard to do. You just got to think about stuff like that during the day. So once again, this is a Blinded by the Sun. Hopefully I can get a lot of subscribers and a lot of people feedback on this, so we can get this channel up and popping. And I'll be back at y'all with another video. Y'all take care, alright? Peace.